The statue behind me honors the memory and legacy of the late Sam Mills. He was an NFL All-Pro linebacker, defensive coach with Carolina Panthers. And in 2004, before a Panthers playoff game, the biggest game they had ever played in their short franchise history against the Dallas Cowboys, he told the team before they took the field that he only had a few weeks to live, that he had been diagnosed with terminal cancer. And in that stirring, emotional speech, he told the players on the Panthers that when he found out he had cancer, he had a choice. He could either quit or keep pounding. And he told them he's a fighter, and he decided to keep pounding. And he said, "You're fighters too, and keep pounding." And that phrase, keep pounding, that 2-word mantra, has become part of the Carolina Panthers brand, so much so that now generations of Panther fans have no idea where keep pounding comes from. And in many respects, keep pounding is the perfect example of what we mean by a tribal narrative. A tribal narrative is a 2 to 6 word phrase that allows you and your brand to totally separate yourself from everybody else in the marketplace. 2 to 6 word phrase allows you to build longevity, consistency, and equity. One of the greatest of all times, Nike, just do it. And here's how a tribal narrative differs from a slogan or a tagline. So many slogans and taglines fall into the realm of vanilla and wishy-washy and not really saying anything and offering up platitudes like delivering superior quality service, or trusted partner in wealth, or home care you can trust, or whatever it is. So in that sense, think of the tribal narrative as a 2 to 6 word phrase that is your statement to the world. In many respects, the perfect example is what happened in the Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody, when Brian May gathers the band in the recording studio and explains he wants to encourage the crowd to participate more, to sing along more, to be more involved with the shows. And 2 foot stomps and a clap later, boom, "We Will Rock You" is the perfect metaphor for a tribal narrative that allows your brand to have incredible power and potential to reach audiences where they need you to reach them most, at the very basic human level. Perhaps that's one reason why the Nike brand, for example, has been telling the Just Do It story since 1988. And maybe coincidentally or not, their brand valuation is more than double their top 4 competitors. For any company, any organization, any community looking to create long-term impact, there are 3 reasons why a tribal narrative can serve your quest very, very well. Number 1, it is easily understood and recognizable. It's what makes you memorable and different from everybody else. Number 2, it makes you appear more human. It communicates with us, those 2 to 6 words communicate with us in a way that we can feel in the deepest part of our humanity. And number 3, it also creates a true north compass with respect to internal culture. It sets the expectations for how any team is supposed to conduct itself, as well as interact with each other, interact with customers, and actually live the brand values going forward. It allows also freedom and structure in terms of your ongoing storytelling, a springboard, if you will, into the storytelling pool that you can use literally for decade upon decade. And so in that sense, we'd love to hear your thoughts on great tribal narratives. Keep Pounding from the Carolina Panthers really personifies the values of the late Sam Mills. He was an undersized yet all-pro linebacker who lived his values right to the very end. What are your values? And can they be captured in a 2 to 6 word narrative that will totally set you apart from the rest of the pack in any product service category, any industry that you compete in? Thanks for watching Leaders and Legends, where you never know who you're going to meet or what you'll discover.